Hi guys, this is Bill from Spencer1984.com with another update to the Pirates of the Caribbean Jollymon. And since I can't really bring this to my photo booth, we're going shaky cam at the workbench. So right now I'm through step 3 of the instructions. I've got the bottom boards glued together, I've got the stem and stern glued on, and I've got these little 1/8 inch spacers under the front and back. And these boards are so flexible that the weight of the glue bottle that they give you in the kit is more than enough to get the curve that they want. So now on to step 4. Alright, I'm somewhere between steps 4 and 5 now. I've got the frames glued together, I've got some weights on them, and I've got the building board all set up. I've cleaned out the slots, and I've got the blocks glued to the one end like instructed. So now I'm going to give these frames overnight to dry, and then I'll be able to slot those into the building board. Okay, it's the next day, and I'm on to step 6. So I've got the bottom of the boat on the frames. I did need to do the prep work on the frames to bevel those, so that way everything sits nice and tight across the bottom. And we've got little blocks at that end, and the slot in the building board at this end, so that everything lines up exactly as it's supposed to. And the instructions suggested using rubber bands to hold this together, but that seemed really aggressive, so I've just got a couple of bottles on here to hold the curve while the glue dries. Alright, it's been a couple of days while I tried to figure this out, and this is the rig that I came up with. So I've got some PVC that I had in my shed, and that's full of hot water to soak the side planks. And to keep them from bobbing out, what I did is I came up with this clothespin and wire thing, and that seems to work. So we'll see how it goes. And yeah, that was actually pretty successful. So I've got the 2 garboards on now. I'm doing it just one board at a time, letting it fully set up before I move on to the next one. And I did have to cut off that corner because of the way that they overlapped. But otherwise, so far so good. So moving on to the next one. So I just ran into my first problem. You see that little line right there at the top of the board? Yeah, that's supposed to indicate the bevel where it meets the board above it. That's not supposed to be cut all the way through. It looks like the laser was just a little enthusiastic. But I was able to get the bevel cut, and this isn't a perfect boat anyway, so it should be fine. This will probably be the final update this week. I've got the last of the planks in and drying right now. I did run into a couple other boards where that bevel line was cut all the way through instead of just being a mark. But again, you're looking at it from the outside, it really doesn't look that bad. And I think I said it's going to be a weathered pirate ship, so a little bit of chunkiness here or there or a few extra cracks aren't really going to make a difference. That's got me through step 10. I will have another update next week. You can check back then, and thanks for watching.